Monday, for anyone who's watching this after the stream, so they know what's going on. We were just shooting more Sucks to Suck, and
It didn't suck.
It didn't. Nope. We knocked out some good scenes, and we have more shooting to come, and we'll just wait for people to show up, and until then, we'll just talk to each other. How are you today, Fallon?
I'm just peachy.
Are you?
Dude, I am swell.
Are you?
I am fan-fucking-tastic.
I don't know. I think something's telling me you might be. Oh, we got somebody in here. Hello, person. It's early for us. We don't usually get to these kind of things till late. And then tomorrow night, I'm supposed to stream with Mets as well. So, yo, what's up? How are you? It's Monday. I made the thing, case of the Mondays.
Are Mondays that terrible?
No, but remember.
I don't think they're that terrible.
I should be at work right now, but I switched to tomorrow so that I could come and film with you because I don't think we spent enough time together. But, you know, we're getting shit done, you know? My case of the Mondays just left. Great to see you guys. Great to see you too.
Oh,
you recognize me. I'm the person. Yeah, you're a person.
hello, person.
Mm-hmm.
We like
People.
some people.
Just some people.
Some.
Yeah, all right.
This person seems okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. We don't know them offline.
Well, online.
So people were very taken by our thumb war arm wrestling last time. They were just like, that was fun. And I was like, yeah.
I was beaten.
Hope your weekend was good. What'd you do this weekend?
Worked on this project.
That's right. I just worked.
Mm.
Happy Monday. Yeah, so last Thursday, I started moving things into the new space. So Thursday, Friday was 8 a.m., which means I had to get up at 6.
Oh, I'm definitely not going to arm wrestle you now because you're like jacked.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm super jacked. Super heavy. Moving everything into one space, clearing that space out because there was all this like there's bars and stuff. And we had to throw everything out of there. We filled up 3 like of those like dumpsters. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. It was cool. It was like dumpster on wheels.
Mm-hmm. They have other ones that have like a porta potty connected to it. If you're
Why didn't you get that option?
Well, because the place had bathrooms.
Yeah, but still.
It's like, but I'd still like to poop outside, you know.
I mean, why not?
Because when we were clearing out things at the old company for a big convention or something, we got the ones with the porta potties in them. But then somebody locked it that wasn't supposed to. So the next day,
oh no.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, I have to pee, and I had to like make a run for it like behind a building. So that was fun. Did you find things you thought you lost? Yeah, actually we did. At the old studio, there was a bunch of props that I thought were gone back from the hey, what's going on, Bicey Bird? Things I lost from the Planet Frankenstein shoot, or things I thought I lost from even Swamp Zombies 2, and they all were inside all these different boxes. But now it's just like we have more costumes and
you have so much space.
Yeah.
So much room for activities.
So much room for activities. I want to get rollerblades, get my rollerblades and skate through there. Greetings and salutations. How are you? Yeah, and then moving stuff out of one spot and into another spot, and then I got to go back and forth from there to there to there because unfortunately the manager at one of the other theaters passed away suddenly. So I've been going to keep an eye on that for the owner and writing stuff and filming stuff. So it's been the last few days. I got home the other night and I think I was talking to you. I was like, I'm gonna go take a bath now because my bones hurt, you know. But you know, whatever. So how are you, Fallon? What'd you do other than work?
I shot some promotional stuff for Von Peen Whiskey, who's sponsored. We just happen to have it on hand. The stuff is amazing.
It is. So the night that we filmed the hotel scene for Sucks to Suck, we had been drinking this quite a bit. And I was feeling pretty good about filming, so, you know. Is there any weird movie theater stories? Dude, I've got more fucking weird movie theater stories than you could ever imagine. It's funny, I'm covering their manager over there went to go get lunch or something like that, and he's like, can you jump in the box office for me? It's like, yeah, I jumped in there for a little bit. It's funny how many people who go to this theater remember me from the other theater and reminded me of things that I totally forgot about, and I was like, oh my God, like, yeah, I was there. I think in 7 years that I was there, I think I took less than 8 days off.
Jesus.
Yeah. When the new place
commitment.
is finished setting up, everyone should celebrate having a roller disco. I agree.
Yes.
What is it that you are drinking? We're not drinking anything right now. I'm drinking Gatorade, and she's drinking Smart Water. But this is Von Payne is a sponsor of Sucks to Suck, and this stuff is pretty tasty. And the whiskey comes out of the gargoyle's mouth.
Cool. It's so cool.
It's pretty dope. And it features pretty heavily in the movie as well. And then last night we were discussing our very first project at the new what's that saying? Is what is Fallon's zodiac sign?
Oh, I'm a Virgo.
Virgo? I'm a Scorpio.
Virgo. Explains a lot.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't. It doesn't.
My
Apparently,
friend.
I'm eclectic and creative, and and I command control.
Yeah. We were talking earlier.
It's not that far off.
We were talking earlier about the abuse that I've been under recently.
Yes, Newt is very.
I need to get this to the
very
actor
abused.
now, and I'm just like, I was the only one working last night.
I didn't say that.
I know. That's how I read it. That's how I read it. Yeah, nobody showed up to work yesterday, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna come up and help at the theater.
I'm gonna sneeze.
You're gonna sneeze? Go ahead.
No.
All right, good.
I lost it. Damn it.
So that's all right.
Anyway, carry on with your.
Oh yeah, no. So yeah, nobody showed up to work, so I worked by myself. And Creed is out. Creed 3 is out, and we're in Philadelphia, so it's huge. And I was like, Fallon, I just did 450 people, and I'm trying to get stuff done.
Wow, is that a record?
No, I think
in what period of time?
Over 500 is probably the record.
Wow.
Because there used to be a porn star named Houston, and she was on Howard Stern, and she did the Houston 500. She banged 500 dudes in a day.
Yeah.
And then the only reason I knew who she was is my cousin used to date Pat Burrell, who was a Philadelphia Philly, who cheated on her with that porn star.
Okay.
It's got to be like throwing a Cheeto in a mine shaft at that point, right?
No, because it's a muscle. The more you use it, you don't lose it. It's
so she could like lift paint cans with her or something.
probably.
What can you lift?
Buicks.
It's like those strongman competitions where the guys lift those giant stone chess pieces.
Maybe I'll try it.
There you go.
That's our new competitive.
Pull a car with it. Yeah, I think how popular this channel would be. I'd be like, yo, remember that guy Newt that got fired? He's doing a channel now where this chick pulls small engine planes with her vagina.
Possibility.
Everyone's got a skill.
Work with it, you got it. Yes, right.
Mine. That's how I stretch mine out. Is I tie it to doors, then I close the door and it stretches. It's like pulling taffy.
I'm surprised you haven't yanked it off yet.
Me too. Bet that lady's just lived in ice for a good couple of 500. Yeah, I would probably say that. Yeah, I don't know how good for you. Everyone needs a gimmick, but like, I think 4 in one day is the most I've ever had, and even
4.
Yeah, 4.
I just spit when I said that. 4. Wow.
Yeah, 4 different women.
Good for you.
I know.
I'm not that daring.
That was back.
I kissed 2 different people in one day, and I was like, oh, whoa, you rebel.
My old landlord. So I lived in this really cool place down the Jersey Shore, and it was right on the ocean. They had a balcony outside of my bedroom, right on the ocean, and my the husband and wife who owned the building got a divorce, so to fuck with each other, like she basically was like, you don't have to pay rent, you're good.
Oh.
And I was like, oh sweet. And that was a summer where I just was like a fucking.
But what was the trade-off, Newt?
Nothing. That she just wanted to mess with her husband.
Oh.
So when he came back and he was running things, he sat me down one time. He's like, you have a lot of different women coming and going from here. And I was like, yeah, I do. And he's like, do you ever think what Jesus would think about that? I was like, I don't know. I think he'd be pretty happy for me,
Jesus wants you to spread the message with all of us.
Exactly, people. And I was spreading messages as often as I could. 2 different guys kissed in a day. You sly fox.
Oh,
I can.
Such a rebel.
I know. Yeah. So that's the only summer. 2009 was a good summer for me. After that, it was all downhill.
It's been downhill ever since.
Well, that's true.
You're practically in the abyss now.
The Marianas Trench. 2 different guys kissed in a day. Sly Fox got that. Newt's doing the Lord's work. Well,
Dear Lord, baby Jesus.
With great power comes great.
Yeah. Baby Jesus.
He grew up and became a man, right? I like the baby one better. Were we talking about that last time? He's like, I threw his war medals off the bridge.
I love those movies.
San Dimas High School football, in fact, does rule. What's that from?
Why am I having a brain fart? You can't put me on the spot with stuff right
Bill
now.
and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Look, I just work here. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I admit
Ahoy.
when I have my moments.
Do you
And
want me
I've been having a lot lately.
Do you want me to just start writing your notes for you? I mean, it's worked out for other people.
Nope, I'm going to take credit for my own work today.
Good. We filmed
I can't believe I didn't. Whatever. It's
San
fine.
Dimas High School. Remember, because they're doing the big thing at the end. He's like, San Dimas High School football. Yep.
It's all right. The other day, I was like, "You're my boy, Blue," and then I was like, "What the fuck movie is that from?"
Old school.
What the fuck? I know, but I couldn't. It wasn't clicking, and I literally say that all the time.
On the drive home from Lancaster to my house, Total Eclipse of the Heart came on, and I thought about that movie because he's singing with the thing, but he's cursing.
I fucking need you now.
Did you ever see the
I
dubbed?
love that with the damn band.
But have you ever seen the dubbed version of that video? It's like one of the early YouTube videos where they change the lyrics as to what's literally going on in the frame.
No.
Oh my god, it's amazing. So fucking cool. And then, Bill S. Preston Esquire. What's up, Newton Fallon? My day has been very boring. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, I'm sure it's so much more exciting now with
These
us.
two fucking assholes.
Here.
Yeah,
Speak for yourself.
whatever. Yes, I love the movie Freaked. Actually, I did all the notes for the rental reviews episode of Freaked because I've been pushing that movie for years. I was a huge fan of Liquid Television on MTV back in the day. You remember Liquid Television?
Liquid Television. Jeez, I miss the old MTV days.
Yep.
They were fun.
Yeah, it was like Eon Flux was on that, and The Head, and that's where Beavis and Butthead started. Good stuff, had by all.
Weren't they supposed to remake Beavis and Butthead or something?
They did.
They did?
Yeah, there was a movie where they went to space.
Yeah, but like recently? I thought there was like some... You know what I started watching?
Yeah, she
again
actually-
that I missed?
Oh, go ahead.
All Real Monsters.
Oh, Honor Monsters was great.
I love All Real Monsters.
Yeah, the girl from the Go-Go's she played Joan of Arc. She's adorable in that movie. And then Diane Franklin was the princess in it. She was also in Amityville 2, Better Off Dead, Last American Virgin. That movie's fucking...
We don't even need IMDb anymore.
I'm just full of useless crap. Comedy Central has been showing...
IMDb. Internet Newt database.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Send newts. You don't even pretend to like me anymore. Yeah, no, old school MTV, man. Like, videos, and it wasn't all about, like, teenage moms and...
Yeah, I'm not into it.
Mm-hmm. I'm 10th, baby. Hey! I was like, who...
Numero 10.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
I don't speak Latin.
I don't speak freaky deaky Dutch.
Anyone out there saw I remember Eek the Cat.
I like you.
Mm-hmm. And then there was Family Dog that was produced by Tim Burton back in the late 80s, early 90s. It was Eek the Cat. Remember Duckman?
No.
You remember Duckman on the USA Network?
No.
No, it was Jason Alexander was the voice of Duckman.
When I hear Duckman, I just think of the stuffed duck. What movie was that? The duck, the white duck.
Howard the Duck?
Howard the duck. Yeah.
It was a comic
The
book.
stuffed duck.
The stuffed duck. So Howard the Duck was George Lucas throwing his power around after Star Wars, and it was one of the biggest failures in movie history.
Oh.
Yeah, and it had the guy who was the principal in Ferris Bueller, who we don't talk about anymore because he got found with some things on his computer.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. What about the terrible Thunder Lizards? I've never heard of that.
Thundercats.
Thundercats, ho! I thought they were talking about me. And do you know who produced Thundercats?
Who produced Thundercats?
Rankin and Bass. Do you know who Rankin and Bass are?
Who are Rankin and Bass?
The people who made all the stop motion 60s Christmas cartoons, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and stuff.
Neat.
Who ever heard of a Charlie in the Box? I didn't think there was anything wrong with those toys. A gun that shoots jelly, that's fucking awesome.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah,
I want to shoot jelly.
you could. You never know.
Like Spider-Man style.
Wait, what was
This
it?
way. This is the way I'm going to shoot it.
I'm Spider-Man, guys.
Look, we don't judge. Okay?
Jelly girl.
Yeah.
When you catch somebody, you go, "What's wrong? You jelly?"
So jelly right now. I'm gelling so hard.
Mhm.
Gelling like a felon.
I'm gelling.
I
Remember
like
that-
those
do you remember those commercials? Yeah.
I like those, and I like the Walmart. I just ship my bed. You can ship your bed. You can ship a couch.
I'm gelling like Magellan. I'm a pimp. Get out on the streets and give me that pussy selling.
No, I didn't hear that version.
I just wrote it right now.
That's wow,
Mhm.
dropping them hits.
Yeah.
Dollar Villa.
We don't kink shame here. I do. I kink
You
shame.
are just ashamed.
Yeah, I'm ashamed of my own sexuality. That I'm not allowed anywhere near Fluffernutter containers anymore.
I love Fluffernutter. You know, ironically, somebody that I had a thing with, it started over talking about marshmallow fluff. It's pretty
Really?
funny. I'll tell you who that was.
Okay.
Later. But now I can't eat a marshmallow fluff sandwich without thinking about it. And I'm like, really? That was your in? You were like, marshmallow
So,
fluff.
is it crunchy peanut butter or regular?
No, it's regular.
Really?
I know. I'm
I like
weird about
crunchy.
crunchy peanut butter because certain things I love it. I'll go for it. Other things like the marshmallow fluff, I'm like, I toast the bread because I don't want soggy bread. And
who wants soggy bread?
No.
What is all right? So you got smooth peanut butter.
Yeah.
All right.
I usually just do that in fluff. Sometimes if I'm really feeling dangerous, I'll have like Nutella and marshmallow fluff instead of peanut butter.
Damn.
Yeah.
You will want a Ghostbusters with the. They're never gonna make that jacket, but if they do, it's because of me. I said a million times. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, why didn't they do that with the jacket?" In Ghostbusters 2, Bill Murray like refuses to do anything other than wear this long coat and just be in scenes he's trying with Sigourney Weaver. So I was like, why didn't they make an action figure with him in that jacket? You know, because he clearly did
really
not.
Should.
Yeah, he did not want to be there. All right, so Addams Family or Munsters?
I'm an Addams Family girl. I love the Munsters. I do. But I don't know. I think part of my childhood too, even though it wasn't the original, resonated with Addams Family and Addams Family values as far as the film. But I did, as a kid, I watched Munsters more.
Okay.
And that's why I have the harp that I have.
Yep. Partridge Family or Brady Bunch?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't really like either.
Really?
I would watch them, but I think I watched Brady Bunch more because of their stupid little conflicts.
Okay.
I liked the conflicts. But I liked the musicality of the Partridge Family, so...
Betty or Wilma?
I think Wilma.
Okay. Newt or Newt?
Neither.
Ooh, saw that coming. You read you like a book. So what else you got planned for this week?
More of the shootings. We have an interview scene tomorrow with Aaron Dollavilla, which will be really fun. I like that one.
Yep.
We have a lot of other promotional stuff getting ready for NJ HorrorCon.
Yep.
Because that's coming up. Because the Sucks to Suck booth will be there.
Yep.
So that's going to be fun.
What's going on, Winterfell? Welcome. Yeah, that's the 24th,
25th, and
26th of this month.
Yeah.
I can only be there on that Friday as of right now because I'm leaving to go to
guy.
I got to go to St. Louis to be in another movie. And then early in April, Ginger and Marianne. I got to go Ginger mostly because she's a movie star. And like,
Ginger.
if we ever get off that island, she could take care of me, you know? Get Smarter MASH. I gotta say MASH, but only because I'm a huge fan of the movie and I thought the show was pretty good. It was always on at my grandparents' house when I was a kid.
I watched it with my dad a lot. I still have I have some of the bags, like the MASH bags that they did some limited run on.
They did a DVD box set one time that came in like a military grade metal box. That was like when Sleepaway Camp came out. They put it in a camp first aid kit. Newt, Hack the Movies will never so good with that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I saw that they moved their studio. Good for them. Shira or Tila? I'm gonna say Shira. I actually really
have her castle.
Yes, you do.
Here.
Yeah, I think we talked about. And Fallon's gone. Good. Tired of sharing the spotlight with people. I have Castle Grayskull in my kitchen. So, okay, Ginger, because they weren't two actresses played by that character. Plus, look at that.
Nostalgia.
You gonna just sit with that the entire time?
Maybe.
Because you could be the princess of power.
I don't know what happened to the door. It's some of the parts are missing, but there's still the
throne.
Little throne thing.
Nice.
I don't know where she is either, but that's cool.
She's gone.
Sucks to suck.
Ahoy hoy! What's going on, Cadbury Bunny? Yeah, so my Castle Grayskull came from my neighbors. They're both so old that like I think they died a couple years ago, but somebody forgot to tell them.
Oh.
And the people who own my apartment complex didn't come and salt the one year and like get rid of the ice, so I went out and did it with cat litter and stuff like that. And
that was your payment?
Well, they looked in my apartment one day when I wasn't there because I was still working at that media company, and they're like, "You like a lot of like weird nerdy stuff," and I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Here, this is for you," and I guess it was their son's, and they gave it to me. So I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. I never had that when I was a kid."
Score.
Yeah.
I don't know what else I still have. I have the original Barbie,
Mm-hmm.
and I have the original G.I. Joe in the box.
Did you see the trailer for the Barbie movie?
Yeah.
It looks incredible.
I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, me too.
I hope it's a good time.
I still have the real Ghostbusters Firehouse. Hey, what's going on, Colin? I don't have the Firehouse anymore. I have the box though because it's what I used to keep Christmas decorations in. Mm-hmm.
Like that.
And I still have some of my Pee-wee's Playhouse figures as well.
Not for long.
Well, yeah, I have Cherry. I have the Pee-wee doll that talks, but he doesn't talk anymore.
I don't know if mine still talks or not.
What's going on, Iron Wolf?
Here.
What was the tough kid's name?
Oh God,
remember the flat top?
Yeah,
kid? I have him too.
I don't know.
And I used to have the.
I should know. I've tattooed on me, and I'm like.
I used to have the pterodactyl as well, but I don't know what happened to that one. And do you know the actor who played the King of Cartoons? Do you know what else he was?
What else was he named?
Blackula.
I didn't know.
William Marshall. Yep. Mm-hmm. And Cowboy Curtis was fucking.
Cowboy Curtis wasn't he replaced? I thought there was two Cowboy Curtis.
Because
was it him? It was.
Yeah, it's Morbius. Yeah. Not Morbius. The Morpheus. Morpheus. I was like, wait, Morbius? No. I should rewatch. I haven't seen The Matrix since it was in theaters. Says crack is whack. That's the very first thing in Cocaine Bear is that little clip of Pee Wee Herman saying crack is whack.
I didn't see that.
Oh.
I kind of want to see it.
It was pretty good. The one kid, they find all this cocaine in the woods, and there's like two little kids, and she's like, "Well, do it." He's like, "Nah, I only do the stuff like I do in the clubs in New York or whatever." So she stabs it, and she pulls out a big chunk. He's like, "How much did you do?" He's like, "I don't know, like a tablespoon." So she just swallows like a tablespoonful of cocaine.
They have kids do this?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Kids love cocaine.
Start young these days.
I just watched The Matrix the other day. Yeah, it's free on Tubi. That's why I was thinking about it. Because I was like, man, I haven't seen the first one since it was in theaters. That was awesome going into a movie and having absolutely no fucking clue what it was about. You know, because the trailers didn't tell you anything.
Mm-hmm. Did you see, okay, so new movies. I just saw a thing for the new Creed, and it was like, tell your boyfriend it's a boxing movie. And I was like, this is their sales point. This is what they're doing as their wow.
And it's far less of a romantic movie than the first one was.
Well, listen, I got edited out of the first one, so but I'm happy for Mr. Michael B. Jordan because he's a really, really nice guy.
And he's really good in this one. He's becoming a great director too. He did a really good job with it. But no, you know what I changed all the things to for the theater for when I posted Creed? I said every seat is a ringside seat.
Look at you. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Do I like Johnny Mnemonic? I've only seen it once, and that's when we did it for the old show. The missed the days when the trailers didn't show everything. Yeah, the one that bummed me out was when Cabin in the Woods showed that they were inside like a thing, and I was like, oh, you could have gone without that, and the movie would have been like a surprise, you know? Although I like Barbarian, that didn't tell you what the movie was about, and fucking Metz and I laughed hysterically and made the people around us very uncomfortable.
I don't think we should ever tell anyone what Sucks to Suck is about.
It is a touching love story about a man trying to get his children back after drug rehab. And he's a mathematician, and
But things aren't adding up.
Things aren't adding up because he finds out that it's all a simulation. I don't know. I just made that up. Barbarian's trailer is done. Yeah. Someone said I'm looking fly. I can't help it. You know, it's when you're
pretty fly
for a white guy. Mm-hmm. Who sang that? That was Offspring. Yeah, Offspring. Yeah. I'm getting old. Somebody the other day was like, "Hey, did you hear that old band Green Day?" And I went, "You shut your fucking filthy mouth."
But you're home on Rhode Island.
Is that where you're from?
Yeah, I'm the mayor.
So I got scurvy from you. Do you know that there's pirate orgies?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
When you're on a fucking ship. Or you mean themed?
No, like
now?
themed pirate
Oh.
orgies.
I mean, I have that DVD.
Oh, do you remember the movie Pirate? The porn that was like
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. I own it.
Okay, there was like the big budget porn
Yes,
movie
and it's
they
hilarious.
did.
Have you watched this?
I know because Tommy Gunn's in it, who I know.
Okay, so but you can watch it like you can watch just the video.
The movie
portion
part without the sex.
It's
Yeah.
so awfully wonderful. It
So
was
they
like
use-
the biggest budget at the time. That was
Yep.
I love it.
They used to sell or they used to rent the clean version at Blockbuster when I was a manager at Blockbuster, and you would
Love it.
see people getting it and then coming back and being like, "Oh,
Oh,
this didn't have as many penises in it as I thought."
There's not enough sword fighting.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it's weird that they would make a big budget porn movie, but I mean, good for them, man. I want to make one. I'll make the Lord of the Rings of porn.
Lord of the Things.
Lord of the Cock Rings. Did you hear about the burlesque Star Wars strip show is playing somewhere? I'm sure they've done that a bunch of times.
Mm-hmm.
Stone Temple Pilots, yeah. Stone Temple Pilots. The first time I think I ever heard them was from the Crow soundtrack. Do you like that movie?
I never watched it.
Never
lot.
liked the Crow.
Like it just wasn't.
You seem like the kind of
I've
person who
seen
would be
it.
into the Crow.
Oh, of course, predictable. I don't know. I just never was like obsessed with that movie. I feel like because too many people around me were, that it made me kind of like.
No, I think it's pretty fantastic.
It's not saying it's a bad movie. It's a great movie.
No, you're just insulting my entire audience. Evil Dead Rise, what's your take on that? I'm excited for it. At first, it kind of looked like Demons 2, Lamberto Bava's film, but I'm seeing more of it, and it looks pretty awesome. I
thought it looked cool.
Yeah, I like when the chick gets the cheese grater to the skin. What's the Crow first two movie soundtracks are fucking awesome. The second movie's not that great, and I think it comes down to the fact that the guy they cast to play the Crow, his accent was so thick you had no idea what he was saying half the time.
Right.
You know, it's my birthday. Oh, happy
birthday!
Good for you, man. How old are you? Like he can answer us back right away.
We're listening.
We're not going to say anything till you respond. I didn't know if it's been asked, but what is Fallon's favorite movie?
You can't ask me that.
You don't know your favorite movie?
I don't have a favorite movie. I legitimately do not have a favorite movie.
What are some of your favorites though?
They're childhood movies
33.
for me.
Okay.
Like Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Casper, I loved Casper.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Addams Family. I loved
Mhm.
Addams Family Values. I love Evil Dead. I
Mhm.
love. Oh God, there's just so many. But it's all the same kind of vibe. There's some kind of spooky element there.
Okay.
You know what? My favorite like obsessive movie as a kid was Lady in White.
Oh, that's a great one.
I love.
That's
Lady
a
in
great
White.
movie.
I don't
People
know
don't
where
talk-
I found it, but I loved that
Have
movie.
you ever seen a dream walking?
It freaked me out. I would walk
Mhm.
around singing that, and other kids were like, "What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, you've never seen this movie?" Like,
That's it. Wow, I
love
haven't
that
thought about
movie.
that movie in forever. Yeah,
Love
he gets
that.
locked in the coat closet on
Mhm.
Halloween, and it's got a very Stephen King vibe to it. That's a cool fucking movie.
love that.
It's all a ghost story.
And the house on fire, and the
Mhm.
lady, and the little girl. Like,
Wasn't the
it's good.
lady Mona from Who's the Boss, if I'm not mistaken?
I don't remember. I haven't seen that in a while. I tried to just look it up actually. 'Cause I
It's
wanna
free
try
on
it.
I think it's free on Tubi.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have to watch it.
No, yeah, that's a good one. There's a lot of those like underappreciated like 80s supernatural movies. Like Ghost Story is a really cool one. He took all these old actors from like the early days of Hollywood and put them in this weird ghost story. But Dick Smith's special effects in it are just incredible. Yeah.
Okay, another mainstream. I really liked Monster Squad too.
Oh, I love Monster Squad. I have the poster framed in my kitchen.
Goonies.
Uh-huh.
All of those.
Yeah. My former co-host hated the Goonies.
Why?
He hated the Goonies.
Some of those scenes in that film are incredible.
Yeah.
How can you hate the freaking Goonies?
I guess he's just
Oh
got
my
bad taste in
gosh.
movies.
Sucks to suck.
It sure does. Newt, give a 30-second review of The Fifth Element. Multipass. No, I love that movie. It's beautifully shot. It's so eccentric. It's so European, and does such a great job with Mobius. I keep saying Morbius. Mobius's artwork and creating that. Gary Oldman's amazing. Mila Jovovich. It's a great movie. It's one of the good 90s science fiction movies. Night of the Creeps is great. You ever see Night of the Creeps?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Same director as Fred Decker, who did Monster Squad. And at one point, when the kid with polio was being like killed in the bathroom, it said Monster Squad rules on the spray painted on the bathroom wall.
So cool.
And then he went on and ruined his career with
Mhm.
RoboCop 3. And then that awful Predator movie that came out where they had to remove an entire subplot because it turned out that the dude was like a pedophile.
Oh, great.
It said, what is Fallon? We already said we don't know Fallon's favorite movie. She refuses to tell us.
I have so many. That's the problem. I'm very indecisive when it comes to things like that. I can't say one specific movie.
Okay.
Like, do you have one specific movie?
Yep.
One specific.
My favorite movie has been the same since 1994.
And you're never gonna. You would like till you die. That's your.
It'll probably because it's my. I told the story on another channel. That movie saved my life, basically. So I have to keep it forever. So yeah.
So what movie is that?
Ed Wood.
Ed Wood is a good movie.
Who is Fallon's favorite newt?
Not this one.
Whoa.
I actually prefer the California newt. It's cute. It's got like a little yellow underbelly. They're very friendly and passive. He's passive, just not friendly.
Yeah. What was the thing I had to say today?
Newt.
It's the glandular secretions of a Babix mortis. What was the
Maury.
line? Maury. But what's it? It's the
glandular secretions
of a Babix.
Yeah, it is Babix Maury, right?
Okay.
It's a
silkworm.
Silkworm.
But that she changed the script and put that in there, and then I had to make myself self-conscious that I wasn't pronouncing it properly. But thankfully,
Bombucks.
I'm such
Maury?
I'm such a good fucking actor, you know. And I do my best to elevate everyone around me when you're that good. So you know, I'm like modern day.
I'm inspired right now. Do you see how inspired I am?
Oh, I can tell.
I'm so inspired. My Botox almost wore off.
Is Tarantino going to make a 10th film? I don't know about any news because at one point he was going to do a Star Trek movie, which I thought would have been fucking cool, but he's never worked with anyone else's, intellectual properties.
Yeah, I don't know why I could never get into like Star Trek. Like
really?
I just can't.
Oh, I love Star Trek.
Know. My mom loves it. Loves it. Like any of that. Like she's the sci-fi lady.
Yeah,
like, she'll watch anything science. Anything space, anything alien, she's like in it. I
loved as a kid the idea of using science fiction as like allegories for political and social things. So that's why Star Trek was always so cool to me. And then Next Generation's great, and then Deep Space Nine is my favorite.
I feel like I just ended up wrangled in when it was like a kind of bleh episode. So I just never
but even like the cheesy 60s ones I was a big fan
that's
of.
Fun though. Yeah, that's like in that weird time frame.
What's best picture winner newt? I don't even know what came out this year. Like I'm really what's going on? I'm trying to think about movies I even saw this year and what got nominated. I'd probably say Everything Everywhere All at Once should win because that was my favorite of the year. But even that Indian movie, that Bollywood movie, RRR, was fucking incredible. And I'm like, why can't every movie be like this? Colorful, and there's dancing and action scenes, and it's awesome.
Like I haven't seen like anything this year at all.
Yeah.
It's been so chaotic. Like I haven't actually had time to sit down and enjoy a film. Like the only things that I've seen have been things that I've already seen. I don't think I've seen like a new. What did I see? I did watch one that was like a horror. Oh, like The Girl on the Third Floor. I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that one.
I watched that. I don't know why that happened to be what I stumbled upon.
I've been trying because I have like too many streaming sites, and I've been trying to go through and go, okay, I am going to actively make a point not to watch shit that I've already seen, and then I just go back and watch shit that I've already seen.
Creature habit.
Yep. I want to see that Henry. I don't know what that is. The gaming, streaming, and box office dominance one is Sonic 1 and 2. Witcher series. Yeah, I mean, video game, that show, The Last of Us, is really good. And people keep telling me I'm not allowed to like it because it's pushing a gay agenda. I don't fucking care. Everything, let it be gay. I don't care. If it's good storytelling, it's fine. You know? Gay it up. If it's not an awful piece of garbage writing-wise and acting-wise, I don't fucking care.
And if it's gay, we say hey.
Exactly.
Who cares?
If anything, it's not gay enough for me. Scream yes or no on the new one. I saw the new one. I will do a review on it. Essentially, it's just more of the same. Yeah.
It's just longer.
Yeah,
It's like 2 hours and 4 minutes.
and
or
it's in
something, right?
3D, which it didn't need.
Oh, there's 3D.
Yep. The Wraith was The Crow before The Crow, filmed in Tucson, Arizona. My old boss at the theater in Tucson is an extra in that movie.
Aw.
When Charlie Sheen's in it and Clint Howard. Yeah.
One of the guys that helped us out with this film, Robbie Bryan, on the back end with a lot of stuff. He is one of the punk rock kids with Jason.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Times Square.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. It's cool when he lifts up his mask. But yeah, because the new one, I was just like, well, Jason versus Leatherface. Jason's winning that one, 100%. It'd be hard to run in the Ghostface outfit.
Yeah, I feel like you would have more trip incidents.
Yeah, like you would think over the years he would be like, like more aerodynamic, like cut it down the middle,
Or you at least have like leg slits.
Exactly, leg slits all the way.
Right. I mean, I feel like I would. That's why I always wear just tactical pants.
Yeah, her pink tactical pants. Look at those. You scratching yourself?
Yeah,
again?
it's my DJ pants.
Wicca Wicca. If you were a witch DJ, it could be Wicca Wicca.
Wiccan.
Mm-hmm.
Wickety 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 whack.
No. Would you remember Teen Girl Fashion Squad?
No.
They're the old YouTube videos, and the girl's like, "That's whack. Wiggity whack? Nope, just the regular kind." Future Ghostface killer, Sam's female dog. There's an old Topps comic where Jason takes on Leatherface. I remember that. Tom Smith, a good friend of mine, used to be, was the colorist for that and the Jurassic Park Topps comics. So that was kind of cool.
That's neat.
Good evening, Fallon and Newt. Why do you say her first? Hardcore Henry. That's a fun one. The whole movie's shot first person.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember the "Smack My Bitch Up" video? From
Oh my god!
Remember that? It was all
Yes.
first person, and at the end, it's a chick.
So cool.
Mm-hmm. Zorro TV series is coming. Interesting.
Oh, Zorro's back.
Yeah.
Wow.
And but not the Antonio Banderas ones. With was Catherine Zeta-Jones in those?
I think so.
She was super hot. Do you remember that movie Entrapment where like Sean Connery she has to go around all the wires so it doesn't do the thing? And there's just one shot of her butt, and I was just like, I like that. I like that right there. And I was like a little kid, and I was like, I like that. One time
At band camp?
No, one time at the theater when I was like an usher, these two teenagers were like making out behind a door, and all I hear before I opened the door was, "Yeah, that's the kind of shit I like." And I was like, "Wait, what's going on over there?"
I wouldn't want to open the door.
Well, we did, and they were just making out, but I was just like, "What a weird thing to say." What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen said during sex?
Oh, I don't even know that I should repeat that on this channel. I don't know. I'm goofy sometimes. So if it's just like if it's not entertaining, I'm gonna entertain myself.
What are you making? Like sound effects? Like
oh yeah,
you making a slide whistle
some of my friends we used to joke around about just doing weird things. So we'd be like, all right, next time you have sex, you have to say this, or you have to make this noise, or you have to the creatures from above. So there's been things where we purposely would just have something off the fucking wall that we would just say during for our own entertainment, and that would be. I
guess, but I mean, if you're the guy, you're in it to win it at that point. So you just got to roll with the fucking punches at that point, Look, so give me an example, something weird.
Oh my God, I don't know. Oh, did I burn the egg salad? That was one of the random. We would have a list. How the fuck do you burn egg salad? Does that even make sense?
Well, that could be a sexual innuendo.
Did I burn the egg salad?
Yeah, women have eggs.
Oh, egg salad. Tossing my egg salad.
Mm-hmm. Seinfeld, You So Good Looking. Oh, yeah. Children of the Corn 2023. I finally saw the trailer. It looks interesting.
I'm just you just tell me about everything upcoming and the films that I've missed from the last 15 years.
You've missed a lot of films over the last 15 years. That was the one thing about when I ran the Wayne, even all the theaters I had, it was more consistent. I had to see everything because we had to make sure the film prints and all that was right. Living with Bill Nye is great. Okay.
I like Bill Nye.
Yeah, me too. Love Actually. He's great in that one. Shaun of the Dead, obviously. So okay, so did you burn the egg salad? Trying to think if I've ever said anything weird during sex.
You make people call you daddy, don't you?
No, I can't stand that. I don't like that at all. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, I don't know. Is that something that you do?
What?
Just call someone daddy? Like,
I can't hang with that.
No.
I don't know. That freaks me out.
Yeah.
That's like, I get that there's like a power play thing there, and I'm all for that sometimes, but I can't. It's like, it freaks me out.
Yeah, I don't
want to call somebody. Like,
no, I don't get that at all. Like, it's weird to me. And I've had like, a
lot of people are into that.
Yeah.
So be it. But to me, it just reminds me of like you're playing to somebody younger, and that freaks me out. I'm not going to do that.
How about I love it when you call me Big Papa?
Wow, throw your hands in the air. Who doesn't say that to us?
I've asked Nuke before, but I forgot. Gone. It's gone forever. We'll never know. I think it was who a celebrity. Something about celebrity crushes. All right. If you could go on a date with any celebrity, who would it be? Because you've gone on dates with lots of celebrities.
I have, and interestingly enough, 2 people that I turned down ended up being Man of the Year.
How do you go from turning down the Man of the Year
Twice.
To being in a basement with me?
It wasn't okay, but at the time they weren't at that point.
Okay,
but both very, very nice people.
You didn't see their potential.
No, it wasn't about not seeing their potential.
I understand that you were saving yourself for me.
I was either involved with somebody, or I don't like to get involved with someone at work. I don't do that.
All right. Whoa, I get it. Okay.
I figured I'd just take this opportunity to make it a little more clear. Never.
Wow.
I'm not gonna bang you ever.
That was our shoot last time. That was the line that you had to deliver, and then I just casually went, "Not my type anyway." Celebrity crushes, Minka Kelly, and okay. I don't know if I have a celebrity crush.
I don't either.
There's plenty of like actresses who I'm like, wow, that person is absolutely beautiful. But I don't know, like who's out there right now that
I feel like I can't have a crush on someone unless I actually know them. Like I couldn't see myself sitting somewhere being like, oh God, like this person.
No, there's like actresses who I'm just like, wow, that she's
somebody's attractive for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yours was always Jessica Alba. She's fine. She's just very cold. Like
maybe they like cold.
Maybe, but like you would never want to be with. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. You don't want to be with somebody who like just you think that they would be like, I'm so hot that I'm not going to actively be part of this.
That's how I am.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then. Yeah,
I'm the total opposite.
Mm-hmm. Natalie Portman. I used to date a girl who looked like Natalie Portman. Christy. She was awesome. So that was cool.
You were just talking about.
I was just talking about her.
Nice things.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's married. She has a kid now that she lives in Seattle. Her husband works for the Seahawks.
That's cool.
But we talk all the time. So, and then there's Christy, who
until
you met.
now, when her husband sees us and is like, "You're talking to that new guy."
Yeah. No, look, your forever crush is Alyssa Milano, Phoebe Cates, and Elvira. Ooh, I can see that.
Those are good.
Yep. Where my camera is being propped up by Elvira Funko Pop.
It is. It's the cutest. I wish I could show it.
Mm-hmm.
Deshaun Thurman got me that.
I have the same one, but it's not the special color one.
Well, did Deshaun Thurman send it to you?
No, nobody sent it to me.
He's such a nice guy.
Bought it for myself. To do everything for
I
myself.
never met Uma. But
you never met Uma?
His sister seems nice.
Phoebe Cates is a great choice. Yeah, she just kind of like vanished.
You know who I did have a thing for a little bit? Famke Jensen.
Oh, I love her. She's super hot. From...
And House on Haunted Hill.
That's what I was just gonna say. That
she wore the best dresses.
Mm-hmm. The X-Men movies. You ever see the Clive Barker movie Lord of Illusion? That's one of her first movies. That's a really good movie. That's the last movie he directed too. Deep Rising, yeah. Famke Johnson is an all-timer, man. She was also on the Star Trek. There you go.
That
See?
So maybe there's a reason to watch it.
No, I mean, there's a lot of The Rock is in one where he's like, he has to fight Jerry Ryan.
Did he have any cool appliances?
Yeah, he was a Klingon.
Oh, what the
Yeah.
heck?
Mm-hmm.
That was probably awesome.
But he just had the nose piece. I just stabbed myself in the face when I went like that. And
That's all right. I'm over here flapping.
Mm-hmm. No.
Sorry, I only broke one nail today. So.
You did. You're like, I broke a nail. We're carrying all the stuff in. It was It's like you had to get gas. You broke a nail and then something else, and you were. And I was.
So I had the Mercedes today. So I forgot because my other vehicles, like you press a button and the trunk goes up or whatever, schmancy. But the Mercedes that I have, it's like a goddamn go-kart. When you push the trunk up, it stays up, but I didn't push it up all the way, and I leant in the trunk, and it was like.
And we were discussing how you yell at me all the time because I close your trunk too hard.
Because you are closing a trunk that you just press a button in.
But you never told me before.
I'm just not observant.
I sent you the address already. You need to remember these things. I was like, no, you didn't. You're like, well, joke. I thought I did.
This is where you don't.
Well, because I'm conditioned.
It's not a joke. And I was like, but I did remember to charge the batteries.
Mm-hmm.
The camera.
Yeah, you printed out the scripts as well.
See?
You know?
Good for something.
You're good for a couple things. I'm
just gonna, I'm gonna hide.
No, don't
Because
hide.
people like this last time. I found this a dirty one in the garage.
You are very handsome. I don't know who they're talking to. It's probably you.
Probably. I'm so handsome. Look.
Is there any movies that we passed on that people told us to watch?
I don't know. I wish I could figure out how to work this though, because he's.
Ah, that's awesome.
He's angry. My chin strap is broken. Let me fix this. We can rebuild him.
I'll just keep talking.
I figured everybody liked The Wolf last time.
I know. The Running remake. No, don't do a Running Man remake.
Do a Cool Runnings remake.
There you go. Poor John Candy.
Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme. Come on.
Newt is the modern day Rodney Dangerfield. I get no respect. It's very true. You ever see Ladybugs?
Respect is earned. I love the ball chew, the ball, butterflies. Yes, I love that movie.
I got a lot of balls.
I love Ladybugs.
Mm-hmm. That kid, Jonathan Brandis, is dead too.
He's dead?
Yeah.
Everybody's dead.
I know.
I'm dead.
Inside. That you passed up Man of the Year and you're stuck here with me.
Twice.
Good thing I'm so fucking charming. Charming.
2 times.
Talented. Endowed like the day is long.
Could have been fun.
Yeah.
Could have been really fun.
I know.
One of them offered to make me breakfast every morning for I don't even know how long. But the guilt ate me up inside because I had a boyfriend and I was like, I can't do this. And I deleted all of the messages.
Oh.
I did.
Dingbat.
Because I was like trying to be nice, but I was like, this isn't going to happen.
I hope nobody ever sees our messages. They're going to be like, are these two people mentally challenged?
They're going to, they can see it without seeing your messages. I still didn't fix it. My head's not big enough to make it like actuate.
I don't know. People tell me you have a pretty big head. Ow! Should have seen that coming. Remake 9 to 5. Who would be Dolly Parton though?
No.
No one could ever be.
That.
Yeah. No one could ever be Dolly Parton. She's a fucking national treasure.
Ugh.
Have you ever been to Dollywood?
No, I've never been to fucking Dollywood.
Awesome.
And I'm so sad about it.
It's awesome. When we sell these movies, we're going to Dollywood.
That was my plan for my birthday. I wanted to go to Dollywood, and it just didn't.
When I worked for AMC, their corporate offices were in Nashville, Tennessee. So when we were out there, like, so anything you want to do? And I was like, I want to go to Dollywood. And they were all like, you're being ironic. I was like, no, homie, I straight up want to go to Dollywood. So I went by myself, and I had a good time.
Oh, you probably I would love to go to Dollywood.
Yeah,
it's
Dollywood.
Literally that is like a bucket list thing for me for sure.
It was cool, you know?
I just want to be there.
Yeah. In those Smoky Mountains.
No better place to be, really.
No, not at all.
If there's any mountains to be in.
It's the Smoky ones.
It's Dolly's.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Baby Boom, As Good as It Gets, and The Wedding Singer. I've never seen Baby Boom.
I don't think I've seen that either. Wedding Singer.
Wedding Singer I've seen. As Good as It Gets I've seen. As Good as It Gets is the one with Jack Nicholson. Back when they were trying to make Skeet Ulrich a thing. Have you guys ever been to Action Point Park? Yes, I have been there. I was there with the old crew, Dolly Parton and Rhinestone. Here's the thing, Rhinestone's a terrible movie, but Stallone and Dolly Parton have excellent chemistry, and it's directed by Bob Clark, who made the alpha and omega of Christmas movies. He made Black Christmas and A Christmas Story.
We talked about him earlier.
Oh, we did?
Yeah,
All
we
right.
did.
Okay.
Making gingerbread cookies.
Go back and watch that episode with Sophie and Fallon and me. Mostly me. I'm the star. Howdy Newton Fallon, Milady, Tips Fedora. Love those guys. The neckbeards.
The neckbeards.
He also did Porky's. He also did Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things and Baby Geniuses and Baby Geniuses 2, which are two of the worst movies ever made by humans.
Come on, they're your favorite. That's secretly your favorite movie.
I saw part 2 in the theater because I was working, and I was just like, how did this get made? Like, how is this a movie that's playing in a movie theater right now? Frequency. So that's the one, and Jim Caviezel, who was Jesus. And then actually started to believe he was Jesus and would go on like all the bless you.
I finally sneezed.
There you go.
I was waiting.
Just stopped by to say hi. What's going on, John? Thank you for stopping by. There's 36 people.
I still wish I could see this far, but I cannot.
To get some glasses.
I have some.
I have to keep leaning forward because I'm old.
So am I.
I should have taken like the blur, like given us a filter so that I don't look like a monster next to you.
Oh yeah, I look so great.
Oh please. No.
At least I don't have a black mark.
Oh, that was so fucking
today.
funny. That was
Jesus
so funny.
Christ.
Warrior with Tom Hardy. I actually just saw that for the first time with Joel Egerton. And I was like, where do I know that guy from? And it was using the Star Wars prequels. Always
like Tom Hardy.
Jim in the movie Highwayman. Okay. Yeah, you had black stuff all over your forehead because you're dingo bet. Where's the bangs, Fallon?
The bangs have been removed. Well, okay, so I had 3 sets of them for Sucks to Suck because I didn't want to cut my hair because they take forever to come back.
Yeah.
But the one night that we were filming, the only set that I could find, it was for the original character concept for the end of Sucks to Suck, where I was going to have gray in my hair, which has since changed. But I was like, shit, we're filming. I need bangs. So I was using the little Sharpie to just color out the gray because I'm like, it'll blend in the light. And then I was like, this is taking too long. I don't have time for this. So I went to the bigger Sharpie and the color transferred, which the small ones, when you use them, I've never had an issue. But since I use the bigger Sharpie, RIP to that set of bangs. I don't want to have to ever.
Bang.
Yeah. Not the bang.
Not the bang. Bang, bang. She shot me down. Let's see. What else are people saying? Sharpie. That was hard to get out. Was it hard to get out?
No.
No?
No, I wiped off pretty easily. But still, I had a little residual. I didn't realize until the next day. I was like, what is that? It's not Ash Wednesday, and I don't go to church. Oh, it's Sharpie.
I used to, when I was in high school, we would leave to go to lunch, and then it would be Ash Wednesday. And back when cars had ashtrays in them, and I would just go like that, and then they would let us
my
leave.
mom did that.
Yeah, because I was talking to your mom about it. Yep.
Yeah. That's why my mom likes you.
Because I'm a monster.
Ugh.
And she watched me horribly injure myself in your kitchen.
Did you learn something valuable?
No, I didn't. Yeah, I did, because under my boob, it was all yellow from being bruised. If anybody asks, I'm going to say, did Fallon hit you? And I'll be like, no. I ran into the stove.
I beat you.
You do. Some guys pay extra for that. Has the page for the fans shown an increase since the showcase in the video? Now, you said only like 2 or 3 new people, right?
Yeah, it's like the regular.
You're all a bunch of cheap fucks.
Yeah, Jesus.
If you don't want to look at Fallon's butt, fine, then I'll do it. Bastards. It's like
no, there's like a little spike, but it's more like, I feel like it's people just kind of snooping. But I realized something too. It's interesting in the grand scheme of things to see. I looked at my analytics through like Facebook and Instagram, and my reach is like 265 million people a month.
Whoa, shit!
Which is pretty impressive.
Yeah,
but in the grand scheme, if you look how many people follow you versus like everybody creeps.
Yeah,
everyone's a creeper, and they keep coming back. Bizarre.
I learned that last week when things you say get crept on and or do. You know, it's wild that people have so much fucking free time.
Who's got time to do that?
Apparently, like, I guess you could just say that you're super busy and famous, and then people will just believe it, and then you just go look at whatever you want, you know? Let's see. Everything's moving too fast, and I can't see it because I'm old. I need my bifocals. Yeah, so you're so
Just put them on.
I told you
It's my new look.
I have carpal tunnel in both.
So do I.
Yeah.
This is a look.
Stay like that for the rest of this stream.
Oh my god, I don't know if I can. They look like a bat.
Yeah, there you go. You're Batwoman. I can bend my thumbs back all weird.
Whoa. Whoa, that is weird.
I know, right?
That's why you wanted thumb wrestling.
I also want a thumb wrestling because I'm a big, strong man.
The strongest.
And a master strategist.
You're a master something. Master Vader.
Whoa. A knock at the cabin. I hated it. What's your thoughts? I didn't mind it. I think I was also taken aback by the fact that the restaurant across the street from my mom's house was in it. So I was like,
yay.
I know that. You ever just get excited when you see, like, because you've been in movies and stuff like that. You ever just like see something and you're like, I know that, and just get like excited.
I do like that.
Mm-hmm. Like when all our shit was in Terrifier 2 from Midnight Show and all that, I was just like, oh my god.
Oh look, it's my stuff.
Tried to Andreas. I don't know about that. Fallon has. I'm stronger than her. I'm just, you know.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty.
Oh, you got a little muscle there.
Little.
Look at that.
But it's there.
Look at that. I'm impressed.
Jacked. Well, that angle. You stay like that.
Do it again? Yeah. All right.
So jacked.
So muscular. Mentally or physically? Both.
What, abusing you?
Yeah.
Definitely both.
Yeah. She puts out cigarettes on my legs, but she tells me it's like
it's gotta hurt to heal me.
Exactly. You know, and she's like, no, this is what all the great writers did. And I was like, Hemingway? And she was like, sure.
This is for inspiration.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why you put the cigarette up my butthole, though. That was a bit much.
Because I want to add a little spice to your life.
You also waterboarded me with your urine. I wasn't really happy with that either.
Okay, but it actually provides nourishment.
It does. Like
So,
in Waterworld.
I just saw a video of some lady and it was like urine recycling. So she pees and keeps. I don't know. I don't even know why I continued to watch it, but I was like, it was weird.
Do you ever watch South Park?
Yeah.
The spice melange. It was Tom Brady like gets poop. Like he has like a thing where they replace his poop, and it's supposed to help people and all that kind of stuff. They get like, I don't know what it is, but like people kept trying to steal Tom Brady's poop because it was like the spice from Dune and it makes people younger and, you know, so gross.
I will pass on that poop.
No, yeah, no thanks.
Why? I'm just noticing I can't make my crazy faces.
Why not?
So, because, all right. So, one of the scenes that we did for Sucks to Suck, I did a thing because I wanted to blur the lines between reality and, you know. So, I had my face injected and people thought that was fake. There was a little teaser from it, but no. But I was sponsored and they actually, they did Botox my forehead and I guess it's like starting to work.
Does it hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt.
No, like when the needles go in, does it hurt?
It's the little needle, but like you remember, I used to like be all crazy in the. I like this actually. I still have expression.
How long does it take to like set in?
I think it's supposed to max out like 4 or 5 weeks or something. It doesn't last that long.
Maybe I'll get it to get rid of all my wrinkles.
I love this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at that. I
don't want it to come back. No. Stay away. Stay away.
We'll
don't retrain my face.
Pull your face back with Scotch tape.
You know what else is weird? Pulling your face back. So all those makeup looks, have you seen them where people like put this tape on their face?
Yes.
But like you can see it there. Like I like my face when it's like that. Not like that, but like, why would you walk around with like tape on your? I don't know.
But that's like what like women in like the 50s did.
Does that work?
I don't know. I mean.
If I tape my face, will I become more attractive? I could just put a bag over my head. I'd be more attractive.
Yeah, and we'll put like a famous celebrity's face on there.
Somebody way hotter than me.
Yeah,
please.
you know. Oh please, yeah. There's so many people out there who are hotter than me.
I am not that hot.
You're kind of hot.
I felt a little sticky from my makeup. You're welcome. It's a dewy finish.
How long is that braid, and what's the longest you've ever grown your hair?
Oh, my hair now, I mean it's braided, but it goes like past my butt. But it's pretty much kind of the longest that I've had it. I had it like mid thigh before when I was like young. But this is the last hurrah for me. I think I might chop it off after this movie.
Oh my! What kind of haircut you gonna go with
I
then?
think I might
Get
chop
the
it.
Karen.
The Karen. Maybe.
Little pixie
I
cut.
have a neighbor that maybe I shouldn't say it. I have someone who lives near me.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, damn it. Very, very nice woman.
Mm-hmm. That has the Karen.
It looks like Sonic the Hedgehog. That's what I can think of. Like if from Johnny Kate Plus 8, Kate and Hedgehog had a baby, that's it. It's been the same ever since. But that's her signature look. So you know what? Do what works for you. She yelled at me one time, actually, because my grass was a little high. And I was like, sorry, I'm taking care of all of this by myself.
Yeah.
My husband doesn't do this. Like, I don't, this is me.
Yeah.
And she's like, you don't know what I do. I trim the bushes. And I saw that as an opportunity to say, well, I'm really happy you trim your bush. Can you keep your voice down in front of the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Thanks.
What's that about Bush?
She does not. The woman does not like me. I smile and wave to her, though, every time. I tried.
I just wax.
Wax on, wax off?
Yeah, yep. Hurts like a bastard.
Wax on, wax off?
Never done that. I think that would hurt really badly. Like the Brazilian.
It's not that bad. But I'm weird about body hair, and I don't like the fact that you have to, like, let it grow in.
Yeah.
To get it, like, waxed off again. And yeah, it's supposed to be, like, less and less over time, but I don't.
But you have furry legs.
I do right now. I do.
Yeah. And you said armpits as well.
They were a little fuzzy. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Making a movie, like, Jesus, at least I shaved my legs when we did that tub scene.
Yeah, well, that was because I reminded you.
God.
I said, hey, we're going to shoot this tub scene. You should probably shave your legs.
All right, look. I don't get any action. Okay. I'm, like, celibate.
Mm-hmm.
Not even by choice. Okay, kind of by choice because everybody's weird.
Mm-hmm.
But then we are working nonstop, so at least I shower. It's just having the time to do anything else.
Yeah.
So that's why even the braid, because the braid's easy.
What are we, waxing Newt? No.
Can
Actually,
we?
like,
Let's wax Newt on live stream.
I
You don't
have
really get body hair.
No, I don't. Because you can't, like, my arms are okay, but, like, my legs, like, are not even that hairy. I don't know. I'm not a hairy person.
No, I don't really.
But if I let,
this is as hairy as I get.
but if I let the sideburns go, they fucking take over my face.
You
know?
do get like 70.
Yeah.
Side, like it's pretty cool.
At least she showers.
Right? Come on.
Well, I worked with an actress before, who was gorgeous, and we did this project years ago for this other dude, and she didn't brush her teeth or shower or anything.
Oh.
And she was like, it doesn't matter. And I'm just like, she's like, well, like we were saying, but somebody just lays there and takes it. It's like some people just say this is enough, and then they don't put in any effort beyond that, and that's gross, man.
How can you not? I need to like at least shower.
Yeah.
Or drown myself in the bathtub.
I can't. Like, I literally can't function in the morning if I don't take a shower first. You know, because last Sunday I was like, well, I can either do it, not go do that or get. And I was like, nope, I got it. So I was late. But I was like, fuck it. We should Movember. I never got that. Are you? No, I'm not talking about Crystal. This was way before Crystal. The girl, I think she went on to date one of the San Antonio Spurs too. Her boyfriend was a basketball player at one time.
Spurs get caught in her furs.
No, she was definitely hairless. Yes. We were filming a scene, and the director wanted her to be bottomless as well, and I was like, I don't think this is a good idea. Like, I'm not prude or anything like that, but I also think, like, you get to a point where you're taking advantage of somebody, and it wasn't a closed set and all that kind of stuff, and I didn't like that at all. So I literally hung a bed sheet from one side of the thing to the other, and
nice.
And then I went outside and I had those those things you put in your car windows so like the heat doesn't then. I shoved that in the window so that people couldn't see in there, and then I took too long to do that, so the director got mad at me.
Oh, heaven forbid you protect someone's privacy.
I know, right?
Their parts.
This was the set of Dick Tracy, the porn parody Dick Tracy, where I play Richard Tracy. Not Dick. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen Dick Tracy?
Yes.
Okay, the Madonna.
Yes, I have. My mom she did that with a significant other years ago. She was that. He was Dick Tracy, but they did it in a funny.
Breathless Mahoney was her character's name, and then the dude who played 88 Keys, who was the keyboardist, was my uncle's sister's boyfriend in high school.
Wow.
Yep.
All of that.
I know. How are you, good friend Newt? I'm all right, Anthony. How are you? What is the weirdest haircut and style you've seen? Blonde tips, yeah. How about you, Fallon? What's the weirdest haircut you've ever had?
Oh, there have been several. Mainly in my younger years, I decided I wanted to get my hair permed, and I wanted this like cute spiral perm, and that was a terrible flop. It was bad. I looked like a wet poodle. It was awful. And then there's a picture of it actually on my refrigerator that I just found right before. So we got this like cool opportunity to dance at Disney World, and right before we went, for whatever reason, I decided that I needed bangs. I ended up looking like the Statue of Liberty, and it wasn't intentional because I went and I cut my bangs so short, and there's nothing you could do with them, so they were like terrible. I had a lot of weird hair.
Because you were a gift from France? Do you think the French at some point is going to be like, let's get that back?
They should take it back. Where would they put it? Next to the good old Eiffel?
Yeah, the Louvre.
It's on.
I like the thing everybody was upset about that was that the Notre Dame burnt down, and it was just white people who were just like, oh, I took a picture in front of that once for Instagram, and I was like, okay, but the fucking rainforest's burning down, but nobody seems to care about that. Bastards. All right, so you had that weird hair. I had a faux hawk at one point. I had my hair dyed blonde. I had my hair with blonde tips in it.
I did that shave the underneath thing for a while. I've had it like every color. That
became big for a while. There was that porn star who had it, whose boyfriend like beat her up.
Oh yeah, Christy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had that look. I was a fan of her. I don't know what's ever happened to her. Yeah, I don't know anything else you want to add to this proceedings.
There's so
got
much.
What
is on me now?
You got a fuzz. I was looking over and the light caught it, and I was just like...
Maybe I wanted that there. We went through this already.
You know what, Fallon? I'm really starting to second guess your commitment to Sparkle Motion. So, I was telling people keep saying that they enjoy you and I working off of each other. So what are some things that you would like to do for the channel? Like, what are some things that we should discuss and do? And
I like our activities.
I do,
I have fun with our activities. I think we should do our semi-competitive sports series.
Okay.
I think that would be fun.
All right. Like miniature golf?
Yeah. We obviously couldn't live stream the whole thing.
No.
Too long.
Unless it was like a Patreon thing and people they were betting on us and stuff.
We could do that.
Wrestling?
I'll wrestle you. Yeah.
Fuck you up.
I don't want to give you cauliflower ear.
Oh God. Can Fallon do the Johnny Cage and split punch Newt? Why would you want that?
You know what? If we could raise some funds, yeah. Take it for the team, Newt.
I mean, I'm just waiting until we become popular enough that our sex tape is worth something.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because I've been sitting on that thing for a while. That's what she said.
Yeah, my legs are burning.
You're a cool dude. No, I'm not. That's a lie. Anybody who knows me well enough knows I'm not. Yeah.
Oh, you're pretty cool.
I'm all right.
You're okay.
You called me smart in the last one. And
you are smart.
I know. People don't believe that, though.
Well, then you have to bring your level down.
Live stream bowling.
I like bowling. Bowling, is really hit or miss with me. I've noticed, so, sometimes I go and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm so good at it, and then the next time, no.
Remember you sent me that video of that lady throwing it in the fucking air?
It's awesome. And then it hit the sprinklers.
Yeah. I haven't been bowling in years. When I used to date that girl, Amber, we used to go hang out. Her brother used to go bowling a lot, so we would go hang out at the bar while they bowled, and then we would get pretty sauced, then go bowl, and that was fun. I want to go skating. I want to go roller skating.
I cannot roller skate. Same. We can live stream that because I'm terrible at it. Like
Yeah.
I'm 10 out of 10.
And then we'll need to
injured.
raise money for your spinal injury.
I can't. It's bad. And skiing I'm not good at either. Snowboarding.
You
is a whole
snowboard,
different
yeah.
thing.
I've never been snowboarding.
Why don't we do a swap? Why don't you snowboard and I'll ski?
Okay.
Because we're both gonna suck at it.
Pizza, French fries.
Okay.
Pizza,
This is why French
French fries.
fries. This is why it doesn't work for me. So as a dancer, like ballet, so I naturally have a turnout, and
Yeah.
so my tendency is to stand in first position, which is like this. So I part the C.
Yeah, you do.
It's not good. I get very injured. So I'm better strapped in.
Strap
I like
on.
terrain park. Except there is a video that I posted on my Instagram that I was on a new board that was too big for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no, it's fine. I'm fine. I can handle this. But it was like a delayed response, which the people around me were like, oh, that's not a thing. It's not. That doesn't happen. It's a thing. It does happen.
It happens.
They were told about it later from a professional snowboarder.
Okay.
So it made me happy. But
I want to
so
see
I
new
like-
gymnastics.
yes.
I'll be Jim Cotta.
So I go over this jump and I thought I was gonna, I don't know what I was thinking, and I slow down and I eat shit off the top of this jump. I'm like, it's like slow approach, and I face first into the airbag from like, I think it was like, it was at least 10 feet. So like it was a far fall on my face, and I just started laughing and I'm bleeding. And
Instead of being like Sonny Bono.
oh no.
He said he just wants to see me wearing a leotard. But I could just wear a leotard without.
Can you get a unitard?
That's what they used to call me in high school.
What they used to call you?
Well, yeah, I don't see those people anymore. I've never. No, you know what? I did have to wear a.
I like the old aerobics outfits.
Oh yeah,
the
80s.
neon colors and like a
with the
crazy
socks.
thong and yeah.
Yep. It was weird. Like there was a thing in the 80s where like we were talking about this before, that most nudity in horror movies, the women always had ridiculous tan lines. It was always like very visible. And then swimsuits that would show like the pelvic area.
Yeah.
Like that they would go up high, and I'm just like, what's that about? Like I've never been like, damn, that's the sexiest pelvic area I've ever seen. I know, right? You know?
I don't know. Pelvic bones are like guys, a lot of guys get that line that like
I have the little
it's
thing,
pretty hot.
you know. I did the so Brian Donahue, our friend, gave me a kimono from the 1970s, and it was
I love
awful.
this
So we went to go see Top Gun Maverick, and then I came home and I was a little bit drunk, and I wanted to show off the
God.
that, but all I had underneath was like boxers. So I flashed everybody, and so Metz, we were gonna film. So Metz was laying on the floor so that she wasn't in the shot, or they weren't in the shot, and they're trying not to laugh as I'm just showing this off. But people kept sharing that image around of me with the thing open, and I got a lot of.
F me.
That's what I thought of too.
Yeah.
But a lot of gentlemen like sent me friend requests after that. So I have a whole second thing I could have there if I just learned how to be gay.
Why don't you do an OnlyFans page?
Nobody
Newt?
wants to see this. And you can't show
Only
like
no fans.
yeah, exactly. I said I'll be the only fan.
Lonely fans.
Lonely fans. It's just me. Sirloin. That was gonna be my porn name. I said I would dress my penis up in like fun ways, like it'd be like themed. You know, like it's got like a little smoking jacket on and a pipe.
I told you about the tattoo shop that
Yeah,
I was at. That everybody had their junk tattooed, and it was all like the slogans, like "Have it your way"
Yeah.
or "Just do it." Or the one guy, it was like a tuxedo jacket because he was like, "Didn't know it was just for the occasion."
That's right.
Silly. But
Yeah, no, I don't. I've never, because I don't have any tattoos, but I definitely don't want any around the old dingus. You know.
I think you should.
No,
It has many tales to tell.
it does. I'll get flames on it like it's an old hot rod. No, I don't. That would hurt. That would really hurt.
It's a tattoo.
I know, but
I
like,
did my pelvic bone.
yeah, but that's a nice pelvic bone. No, I just can imagine like you would have that like, because you'd have to be flaccid.
Yeah, and then they just pull it.
Oh,
I
I don't
don't know. That pelvic bone sucks.
I don't
And
play this game.
inner thighs.
What's the most painful one you got?
Oh, the guy who tattooed my stomach
Mm-hmm.
flat out, like you know, people are like, "Oh, he's heavy-handed," or da, da, da.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
people are like, "No, you're just a bitch. Like, you
Mhm.
can't." No, like this. Out of anybody I've been tattooed by, he was rough, and
Yeah.
like there were certain days that, like, I guess if he was in a good mood, it wasn't so bad. But I think he had a hard time with line work. He
Mhm.
was a little shaky, so I
Yeah.
think his compensation for that, other than being a jerk, was to
Mhm.
like
Be
be
deep on it.
purposely heavy-handed. And my stomach, oh god, I tried everything. Like it was never fully finished, but
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna die.
He
Like
said
I was
armpit or
so
neck.
nauseous.
I guess somebody just said armpit or neck is what they got.
I did kind of like into my pit,
Yeah.
like not. I just did my ribs.
And then
on
you had the
bottom.
other ones lasered. How's that?
Getting lasered sucks.
Yeah.
Worse than anything. Worse than pelvic bone. Worse than any of that shit. Like I'm crazy because I had the Pink
That's-
Panther tattoo. Valid. The Pink Panther tattooed on my
Mhm.
back when I was 16. I got that covered when I was like 19, I
Mhm.
think. And it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't something that I
Yeah.
wanted. So then I was talked into having my entire back tattooed by somebody I knew shouldn't, and it
Mhm.
sucked bad. So I got that lasered. I think I went 8 times, and this was like when lasering kind of was like first starting to gain popularity. And I got really sick from it, and it sucked. And then clean slate laser came into play,
Mhm.
and I had actually in between there gone and re-outlined my entire back,
Okay.
and I didn't like it. It just wasn't, not that the guy was a bad artist, it just wasn't what I was.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I'm gonna be stuck with this at this point, no. So I lasered my entire back again,
Oh.
and I just started re-tattooing it now.
How long is that
again.
going to take to finish?
Probably a while.
Okay.
So we did like the top half. It's like a scandalous version of Madame Leota.
Mm-hmm.
So we just did like her head. There's a ways to go.
Yeah.
He's like, man, you're fucking killing me. He's not happy about it, but he's like, we'll make it work. So good old Justin Belongs.
Mm-hmm.
He's good, dude.
I like the Madame Leota idea though. I'm a big Madame.
Well, the
Leota
back
fan.
of my legs say "Foolish Mortals"
Yeah,
because if you listen to the intro to the Haunted
Mhm.
Mansion, it sounds dirty.
Yeah.
You're like, "Welcome, foolish mortals,
Mhm.
cadaverous stretching parlor."
Yep.
Like it sounds.
I have
off.
my mat in front of my door. The welcome mat is the 3 hitchhiking ghosts, and it says "Welcome, foolish mortals." Because I think I told you I had that idea for you to do like the Madame Leota horror host thing, where it was one of those Sony. There used to be these TVs that were shaped like
The round
balls.
one, yeah, they're cool.
But do it as your head in that, and you were this like video vixen.
It's Leota Zombie.
Yeah, Mecca like a hiney ho. But yeah, it would be like all she talks about is the body that she used to have and stuff like that. But her name is Anna Log. Well, we're also discussing we're gonna do the workout video. But we got to figure out if it's gonna be the if
Miso Morning.
Miso Morning. We talked about that. I've been thinking about that a lot.
Same.
Like just a bunch of ideas.
Me grieve you long time.
Me grieve you long time. That's right. And yeah, like what would sell now? Would it be like yoga? Would it be like pole dancing? Like what would be the hook?
I can't. If we did pole dancing, I would die.
Mhm.
I did that one set where there was a pole in this house, and I was like, listen, like if you can actually do pole tricks, even if you can climb it, I didn't
Mhm.
realize how out of shape I actually was.
Mhm.
Like those humans are fucking gods
Yeah.
in my eyes. Like to be able to climb up a fucking pole and to do tricks, like this shit is not easy.
No.
Especially when you're lacking core strength. And I have a little ab line. It doesn't mean shit. My core strength is non-existent. It is bad. It's bad.
Well, that's something for us to work on before you're gonna do stunts.
I've been working on it.
Good. I'm glad.
It's stretching. I'm still flexible. I just feel like I'm lacking.
and do it while being sexy. Yeah, because I feel like if I was in that headspace, I would be like I have to present something, plus also not falling and breaking your face.
Yeah.
Like you ever see those videos I have online where like the stripper like just face plants, you know?
We were talking about that girl
Yeah.
fell from like 3
Yeah.
stories. It was so high. It was like one of the tallest poles, I guess. And she dropped and just like, and then kind of shook her butt. And then I was like, God damn. Like, I don't know if that, what enables that? Is that shock? Is it meth? What is it that allows you to do it? Anyway.
Probably meth.
She recovered.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, that was wild.
John Waters, great director. Yeah, fucking love John Waters. I still remember showing an ex Pink Flamingos for the first time with the copperphagia scene at the end, and them just being like, "Why are we hanging out? You're a fucking weirdo." You know what copperphagia is?
No.
Divine eats dog poop off the street.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
And they had to
Okay.
create
Never
a
mind.
law for it. And then Divine wound up becoming the inspiration for Ursula the Sea Witch in The Little Mermaid. So the world's
Love that.
fucking weird, Just like Vampira was the inspiration for Maleficent, and Bela Lugosi was the devil from Night on Bald Mountain. He's got a name, but I always forget what it is. Sensual tension, not meth. No, it could be sensual meth.
Yeah.
That's
my new band.
Sensual meth.
Yep.
Mine's professional sex idiot. Did I ever tell you? So I was out of work in like 2010 when we were doing we started doing the show Underbelly. So I started like just filling out job applications and stuff like that.
Oh,
And one of them was like a sales job. But when I got there, it was one of those like scam things. And I wanted to get out of there so badly. So the lady asked me what the gap in my application or my work history was. I was like, I was actually touring with a band, and she's like, oh, what were they called? And I was like, female genital mutilation. And she was like, well, I think we're done here. And she let me leave, and I was like, then I got in my car and went, oh wait, I don't have a job. What's the worst job you ever had?
There's a couple. I thought I didn't want to work at my mom's studio.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a job at this event. And I told them I had tickets, which is funny because they're all my friends now, but I had tickets to a Korn concert, and I was like, listen, this is the date. Like, I'm not missing this show. It was like down at the Spectrum, like the Family Values tour. And I told them that when I was going to be off. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So the day before the concert, I go in, and there's this big ass German Shepherd. Mm-hmm. Wasn't neutered, okay? And this thing was aggressive as shit, and it like tackled me while I was changing its water bowl because I had to like clean the kennels. I had literally the shit job. Yeah. And this dog starts humping me, and I could not get it off, and it was massive, and it was growling, and it was aggressive. So I just, it got off. So I literally was just like, you just have to take it. Like, what do you? So this dog was just wrapped on my leg. I had massive claw marks. That was that. And then after that happening and me suffering that fate, I go to my concert the next day. I'm having a blast. And then they fucking fired me because she was like, you didn't show up to work. I was like, I told you this when I got hired. Mm-hmm. That sucked. So I did not like that job.
Funny thing of somebody not being able to go to something. So when I was still running the Wayne and they opened the Lancaster, one of the guys who worked there was like, hey man, I'm going to I think it was a Pittsburgh Steelers game or something like that. And I was like, yeah, bud, like we don't have enough people. Like, I'm sorry, I can't honor this day off. So do you know what he did to get out of going to work that day?
I don't know. What did he do?
Set a fire in the basement of the theater.
That's extreme.
Yeah. And then his mom wanted to know why I wouldn't send his checks to the prison. And I was just like, because he set a fire and all the money that he made is going towards the fucking fire.
Jesus, that's extreme. Mm-hmm. I've done some weird things to get out of work, but never set anything on fire. I did, not intentionally, but I worked for Wawa in high school, and I liked that job because there was like other people that I was friends with that worked there. And the pickles, back then, I don't know about now, but then they stuck to everything. Okay. So we used to like throw them on people's fun.
I'm just a big pickle fan.
I like pickles. Do you like bread and butter pickles?
No.
Or then you're still my friend. I can't hang with that.
No, I don't like. It's something weird about it. Just like Jewish dill.
Yes.
Deli pickles.
Hell yeah. But so I accidentally had cops come to Wawa, guns drawn, because I was cleaning under the counter. It was a fucking mess. No one cleaned it. And I hit the panic button. Oh. So they pulled their guns out. So that was an adventure. Mm-hmm. Another time when we still had real thermostats, I adjusted the thermostat. They told me to turn it up, and something happened in the heating system and it caught on fire. Whoa. So we had to evacuate the premises. So standing in the snow. So this is a strike 2 for Fallon now, which just by circumstance, whatever.
They're like, maybe Fallon should just be a model where she doesn't have to be around
Jesus
people.
Christ. And then this is kind of funny. So this isn't when I worked there, but this is actually the second time there was a fire involving me at Wawa. Okay. So they used to write like the hoagie slips or whatever on like a paper. Mm-hmm. And I don't like do drugs. I don't smoke weed, anything. Mm-hmm. And for whatever reason, these people talked me into like smoking pot. So I was like, okay, fine.
You're bad.
Well, okay, so I'm a little like going in, and I barely smoked anything, okay, because I obviously I don't smoke weed, so I don't have a tolerance. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get like a sandwich. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be awesome. And I have my little hoagie slip, and I go up to the register, and I'm like, what does that smell? And I was like, what is burning? And it was so delayed. And I was like, oh, fuck, it's me. I'm burning my hoagie slip, those hot machine things. It was when I was holding it on the counter, it caught on fucking fire and like caught my sleeve. So I was like, ah! And I like stomped it out and I was like stoned.
And
so
then everybody was watching you like.
And I'm just laughing like a fucking idiot as I'm on fire because I'm stoned. Like what? I was like, ugh! And then I was like, oh shit. And everybody's like, whoa, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was like, the fuck did I order? I don't remember. So I was more pissed that like not that my sleeve caught on fire, that this thing's hot. And like no, I was upset that I forgot my fucking hoagie order.
I would order a gobbler from Fallon.
Oh.
Me too. So there used to be a Wawa. There used to be a Wawa district office that was like literally around the corner from my high school. So my best friend in high school and I used to go there on Thursday nights, read off the ledger, and then say we were those people and sit through orientation, get like all of our stuff, and then leave. So there's probably a whole generation of people who never got jobs at Wawa because we went and fucked it up every Thursday.
Way to be
we were
guy.
jerks.
I had some other cool. I was the Easter Bunny for a little bit. That was weird. Like the actual Easter Bunny at like the King of Prussia Mall. And I did character acting stuff for Paramount. So like FAO Schwartz used to have a store in the mall too. And I was like, God, I was Paddington Bear.
Okay.
And I signed the autographs. I spelled the name wrong. I was Curious George, and I was the shortest Curious George they ever had, and my head fell. And we were like in a hurry, so we had to glue the inside and just hot glue gun it, and it got put in wrong. So I had to walk around like this for like 2 hours. It was terrible. It was so bad.
I was the only person who could fit in the fucking costumes half the time. So when Looney Tunes Back in Action came out, I was Tweety Bird. So you have to wear the yellow
the big feet.
But it's like, but it's like that. It's the yellow spandex, then the thing on top of it. Well, I couldn't wear anything under it. So there's
that was the Easter Bunny. It's too fucking hot.
Yeah, but there's something. But the thing cuts up to like the pelvic line, so I've got stuff sticking out. So I'm trying to like push it back. But a kid came up to me and literally ball tapped Tweety Bird, and I went down like a sack of bricks. It was awful. It was fucking terrible. Easter Playboy Bunny. You did a Playboy Bunny thing. I saw those pictures. On your I think it was on your Instagram or something like that.
It's on my Playboy page too.
Oh, I'm not signed up for that one.
It's free, actually.
Sack Tap City. Yeah, that sucked, man. What else was I a costume? Oh, there used to be a place called Zany Brainy that I worked, and it was a
I remember Zany
Brainy. It was like a smart kid toy store.
Yeah.
And their mascot was like this weird fucking thing, and I had to be in that suit. And back in the reading area, like where they had all the little chairs and stuff like that, these two kids like literally like fucking bum rushed me over the chairs, and then I'm like a turtle. I can't get up off of it, you know?
There was a show, Puzzle Place, and it was back like during the mall show stuff, and nobody wanted to be Leon. I don't know why, because they were afraid because his head was too big. So I was like, I'll be Leon. So Leon ended up being like the star of the show. It was like his birthday party. And during one of our like choreography, like this whole piece, this whole fucking show, I'm like doing this little move, and it's like step up, step back, and I stepped up, and my fucking boot came off, and my boot was essentially half of my leg. So to these kids in the audience, it looked like my fucking leg fell off. So I was like, oh god, like I don't know what to do. So I had another head issue with that. I wasn't latched on, so I'm like holding my head, and then I got a bum leg. I was like, man, how did they not fire me?
They're all in therapy now.
It was terrible.
And it was that day that I saw Leon and his head came off, and
it was bad. It was really bad. I worked at Marshall's for like a year or two.
Oh, yeah?
I unloaded the trucks. I wanted the job in the back. It was great.
I had to go to the emergency and fill in for a mascot in the middle of summer while supporting a mean hangover.
Oh,
that's rough. I wrote a screenplay years ago, and I wish I could fucking find it because I feel like I'm gonna have to rewrite it. It was basically Homer's The Odyssey, but as a kid who gets his first ever summer job at an amusement park, and he has to be inside the big costume. Well, it's on the day when like they're having like the urban radio station thing there, and a fight breaks out. He gets knocked out, the zipper gets stuck. So now he has to go like literally across this town to get home in this costume.
Poor guy.
And he's like puked in it and all this kind of stuff. But I wrote that screenplay in like 2006, and I wish I could find it because I was like, man, that was such a good idea.
Those are rough.
Yeah.
If anybody has not experienced that, I don't recommend it.
No.
I really don't.
My one ex was the skating rink. They had like a kangaroo as their mascot, and she had to be in the costume on roller skates. And I just remember watching her fucking wipe out many, many times.
Ooh.
But that was good because then I would apply ice. You know, I was
Oh,
being
it's good
I'm
for
a good
you.
I'm a good boyfriend. You know,
You're a good lizard.
it's like, what's this made of? Boyfriend material. All right, I guess we should probably shut this down. Anything
had
else?
enough
Yeah,
of
they've
our
had
bullshit.
enough. You know, they're hearing about your tattoos and your bad jobs. They're gonna be like, all she fucking does is complains. Why does Newt hang out with her? He's way cooler.
I didn't complain at all. I was stating stories.
Mm-hmm.
I could
Yeah.
complain about things.
I can tell you about the time I got electrocuted and I tried to take a step forward and just collapsed.
Was it self-inflicted?
No.
I have a self-inflicted electrocution story.
So when you'd have the popcorn thing, like when it pops, it falls on the thing. That thing is heated.
Oh no.
Yeah. So you would lift it up and you would like sometimes like popcorn would get stuck in the heating coil. So you would do a thing called a lockout tag out where you would turn the breaker off and you would put a piece over it and lock it so that no one could turn it on. So I'm under there and I'm scraping. It's the weekend that Straight Outta Compton came out. And so we're in the whitest place possible in Wayne, PA. So that's where all the younger, like the teenagers, felt safe going because they're all a bunch of punk ass pussies. So I said, dude, to this kid Joey, who looked like the Prince puppet from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Jesus.
So I said, do not turn this on until I tell you to. So I have like a scraper like for paint, and I'm under the thing, and da-da-da. He goes, turn it on. He flicked the switch.
No.
I saw white. And then, like, because it was, you know, it was a piece of shit, didn't have like something to conduct it, like a rubber piece. So I took one step forward and fell, and I had
You're
like,
lucky you detached though.
well, the electricity has to leave your body somewhere.
Yeah.
I had a mole on my shoulder. It literally exploded.
No way.
Yeah, because the electricity had to come out.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was wild though because then
Did you get the weird lines? Sometimes people get it from lightning.
I had a purple and yellow line that went around like this, and it was Mets had to come and pick up their paycheck at my apartment in South Jersey while they were going to school at Rowan or wherever. And I had like a t-shirt on, and you could see it under my shirt because it was like a white shirt.
Mets was probably like, "What the fuck is that?"
And I told him what happened. I was like, "Yeah, I fucking got electrocuted." That was there for almost a year.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and then have you ever seen my burn on my leg?
I don't think so.
So I had to have a skin graft, and you can kind of see it.
Not my arm, like I told you that. I think I had like a 2nd and 3rd degree burn, but I don't know, you can't really see it.
Now it's like the scene in Jaws where they're comparing all of their you know.
I have some crazy scars for sure.
Because my chin is fake, my breastplate is fake. I have a plug in.
I always thought you had natural breasts, Newt.
No, those are implants. I was worried. I don't want the scar to show.
Are they going through the nipple?
Is that how they do it?
Sometimes.
I don't
Mine
know.
they did.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so I don't really have a.
Wait, yours aren't real?
Oh my god.
Oh, what? Well, wait. Okay, so when did you decide you wanted to get implants?
I got them. Oh god. I got implants like 14 years ago or something.
Really?
Yeah.
And what was your decision process in that?
In my head, so I was never like huge, but I was a ballerina, you know what I mean? But when I went, I guess I was so self-conscious. Like I was like stuffing my bra. Like I felt like I was like one of the chicken cutlet girls.
Yeah.
I felt like I just looked like, I don't know, manly or something.
Well, you have a very slender frame to start with.
But then when I went, I was like looking at these massive implants, and the doctor was like, "I'm not like, you have breast tissue." So here I thought like my implants are so small. Like most people at the time, I think the standard was 450.
Okay.
Right. Mine are only 285.
Oh, okay.
But I'm still like full, like double D. So I don't know how that works now, but
Sign up for OnlyFans.
Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to help you.
Thank you.
Trying to help your money.
No one can help me.
Yeah.
But,
so you've had them for 14 years. And do you have to like get them replaced at some point?
So I like at this point, like they're still fine. Like most people, it's like 10 years. And I guess like mine are saline, but a lot of people, I was afraid to get silicone at the time, like the gummy bear thing, because it was relatively new. Remember all those scares before that everyone had? So I was like worried about that. But I think next time I'm going to go with them. But the biggest they said they would do on me is $750.
Okay.
Which which I thought about doing, but it's actually kind of crazy because if I'm only 285 now,
Mm-hmm.
750 would be ridiculous.
Well, what would that be? That would be like
I'd be like big.
yeah. Well, you're a D now, double D.
Yeah.
That would be like out of control. Like you wouldn't be able to function.
They've been bigger. Like when I had my son, they were bigger than my head.
Okay.
I was like, there wasn't even a. It was wild.
Wow. All right.
So
food for thought.
I don't want them that big.
No, I can't imagine that you would. But I was just like, all right. So they go under the muscle or through the nipple is how they do it.
Depending on the size of the implant.
Okay.
If it's over a certain size, that's why most people are underneath.
Mm-hmm.
But me, it's like there's like a pencil line under my nipple because the implant was so small.
What's the recovery time like on something like that?
It's supposed to be you're supposed to be back to fully functional within like 7 or 8 weeks, but it took me like a full within like 7 or 8 weeks, but it took me like a full well, I got my stomach done at the same time because I did it after my son and but it was like I got my stomach done at the same time because I did it after my son and but it was like a mini tuck. Like some people do like a full I did like a little teeny tiny section, which I guess everybody told me after the fact, like it wasn't even necessary. I kind of got talked into it. But that had me, I was stuck like this. And it was the most painful fucking thing. And I couldn't I couldn't move my arm. So it took me 9 weeks to be able to just stretch my arm up. And I was like a hunchback, like fucking Quasimodo. Do not recommend.
No, I can't imagine.
Stars.
I got a penile.
Thank God that. I mean,
reduction.
everything looks good. That's good.
Yeah.
You know?
From what I've heard, they look great. So if somebody told me. Someone told me. Yeah. And I don't believe everything people say. You know?
No, you can't read anything.
Yeah, on the internet.
Like
yeah. You know what they said about me? Only half of that's true.
I'd say like 75% of it's true,
but the good parts because I'm so smart and funny and handsome.
You are.
What did I say? I told somebody I'm as handsome as I am smart, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
I wish I could see this.
Stepmom is stuck. Oh no. I don't get why that's a thing. Like the stuck thing and the stepbrother and stepsister thing. I don't get that at all.
No.
Like
I'm an only child, and even if I had a stepbrother, no.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I guess like, could that be like the new "Don't call me daddy" thing? Like, call me stepsister. Like, that's weird, right?
It's too many syllables.
I know, right? You were the best part of the other show. Well, thank you. I believe that's true as well.
I never saw any of that.
You never saw any of it?
No.
Wow.
I'm not upset about it.
Well, we weren't as close then as we are now.
No.
You know.
Plus, the only time I really see the internet now is when we're doing.
That's true. What's St. Patty's movie that you love?
Oh God.
Leprechaun in the Hood.
That's probably
Leprechaun Back to the Hood. I like that. That's like how like most film franchises when they run out of steam, they go to Space of the Hood. I want to combine them and Space Hood. Yeah, like
welcome to the Space Hood.
Like like gentrification's happening in outer space, so like they say have a Space Hood. Amityville in the Space Hood. I think Sleepy Hollow should be the next thing. When people get tired of Amityville movies, we start doing Sleepy Hollow ones. Because I love the Sleepy Hollow story, and I always wanted to modernize it. You know?
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, that's all for Fallon and I. We, you have an actual life of things to do. Fallon can get some. Can I get some lady advice?
Lady advice, yeah, sure.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. What's the lady advice? Mm-hmm. What do you need?
I love Tales from the Hood.
Do you have a specific question? We'll wait.
Yeah, we'll wait and see what they have to say. I am a big fan of lady advice too. Gentrification is happening. Let's see. We were going to sign off, but now we're going to get relationship advice. I don't think either one of us are the people to give. Well, you were married, so at least somebody.
Oh, he's a great guy. We were just young, and we were not compatible in that sense, but we're cool.
Mm-hmm. I was engaged once, and that was it.
But my relationships after that one, God.
We're waiting for this relationship lady advice, and they didn't come back.
I don't know. They ran away.
We're gonna leave them.
Sure,
we're gonna leave them hanging.
I'll give you some.
Fallon will tell you anything.
I
ask Fallon anything.
Too much.
Me too.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's all right. We have all night. I'll just keep waiting.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
My now ex kissed my best friend, so I ended it, and she won't leave me alone. I don't know. Oh no. Oh, okay. So assuming that that's what it was, that his now ex kissed his best friend. and she won't leave him alone.
If somebody else comments, it'll come back.
I know, so we gotta wait for somebody to come back.
Somebody comment, just say anything.
Anything.
The letter.
Literally, just say anything.
Type anything.
Anything.
We need it to come back.
I know. I want to know what the thing was.
Question. There's so much.
We're trying to help this guy.
Somebody needs our help.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we should get capes for advice time, like we're superheroes, super zeros.
That's yeah. Well, I guess yeah. We could do a relation. Okay. I don't know what her deal is, but it's like she doesn't want me. Then she wants me when I am unavailable.
Okay, so I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of girls, a lot of ladies, a lot of women, a lot of people in general like this whole chase thing, right? It's that like you want what you can't have kind of thing. So when it's too easily available, then it gets boring. When it's like you have to chase for it, it's almost like a cycle of abuse. And I'm not saying from you, like even in the past, you're used to people dangling carrots, right? So then when you get that little carrot, you're like, oh wow, this is great. And then when that goes away, it's like it's that whole
I get it.
That wave, the ride in the wave kind of thing.
I want to bring Newt to Atlantic City and be as my good luck charm. You can do that. Yeah, I get that. There's definitely been women in my life who I wanted more after I couldn't have them anymore, but I didn't when I did. So,
but I mean, what's the context of this? Just kissing your best friend? Like, okay, that's not right. But look, typically, like, I'm gonna throw it out here. Typically, somebody that you're friends with is very similar to you, right? They have similar like. So if this girl likes you, it doesn't justify it, but is it like? There was a peck at a party, like a random, like they kissed and it was like a weird moment, or, like I get a kiss is like, a kiss is a kiss. It's not, it doesn't have to be that.
And every kiss begins with K.
Does.
No, I get that. But again.
Maybe it genuinely was a mistake. Do they feel bad about it?
Were they
was
drinking?
Was it malicious?
When she invited him over and admitted to having a crush in the past.
Oh, well, she invited him over. That's kind of next level.
Well, to be fair, the woman I was with, because I was working so much, was cheating on me with my ex-best friend. So, Newt doesn't kiss and tell, or does he?
Oh, he does.
I tell a lot.
Drinking was involved.
Okay, that it brings down people's inhibitions and makes them do things that they normally wouldn't do.
But still, I don't know. I feel like I'd even be more upset with my best friend, really.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's... but why is your best friend going over there? Your best friend went over there with some intent.
Yeah.
So
criminal intent.
They're both kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. I was always under the impression of you bros before hoes kind of thing, but I've learned more and more that people don't follow that.
No, nobody follows anything.
No,
it's like the rules are there are no rules.
Guys I used to be friends with to keep somebody hating me told this girl all these things that I told them in confidence about women in my past and stuff like that, and I was like, guys don't do that kind of stuff. But also, like, you don't mess with your girlfriend, you don't mess with your friends' girlfriends.
I just can't imagine at this point, like, there is a guy that I dated that like had like a fling with one of my friends, and I guess I didn't know it was a serious. And she was really like upset with me after the fact, but she and I weren't even that close. But then I felt bad, like, I ended up involved with this guy, and I didn't realize that she liked him the way that she did. So it was like, it was weird. It was a weird thing. But ultimately, like, that situation ended, and like she and I are still friends. We, because there's respect there between she and I.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
I could care less about that.
I dated a friend's sister. That was awkward. But
I don't know. People are weird. People are really weird. And
but how do people meet anybody anymore?
I can't figure it out.
Yeah.
I can't figure it out because the people that I've met that I thought that I had a connection with, and they've been around for a while, right? It's not somebody new. That it's like it gets to that point, and then it's like I just feel like I'm a bull.
So what do you get into someone liking you as a bi? Oh, I don't know. I don't like. I'm bad at picking up signals too, like really bad at picking up signals. So I'm never confident enough until it's like literally a big light saying go forward. So I don't know. I never see vibes.
Should I forgive my friend? How long have you been friends? What does your friend say about it? I mean, do you feel like you should forgive your friend? Like what's
more important, your friendship or with that guy, or the friendship with the girl? because it seems like I don't know. It might seem like the friendship with the guy like is older and longer, and there's more of a future with that than there would be with this girl. You know.
Like, what did the guy say? Was he like, dude, I really shouldn't have done that? Like, did he own up to it? Like, that's a big part of it too.
12 years we've been friends. It's fucking hard to meet people. Everyone who I've dated, I've met through weird circumstances. So it's just like I don't even know how to meet other humans. But no, yeah, we should just do a whole show where we give dating advice.
I think we're great at giving advice. I feel.
I just don't know how to take my own advice.
Yeah.
And last time we were telling our sex stories. We got to do that again because I thought about some more really really funny ones that I definitely should tell. But yeah.
I don't know. I think you need to, with this situation, you need to trust your instincts and what they're telling you. And if you really feel like that's something you can forgive and move on
He
from,
appreciates our advice.
then you're welcome. Then yeah, follow that. But in the same right, like if you, it's the forgive and forget thing. That's fine. But can you actually overcome that?
Or is it always going to be in your mind? Yeah.
So if you can't let go of that, then you don't have to harbor hatred for somebody because we don't want that.
Yeah, you weren't married or anything like that, you know,
and not everybody's meant to stay in your life. So maybe the girlfriend, the friendship were meant.
Wait, does that mean you're
to
going to
dissolve
leave me?
Eventually? Yeah. Everyone's going to leave you, dude. We all die.
Not me.
Eternal.
No, because my luck is so bad. I'll be like the last fucking dude.
Probably gonna be so alone and miserable.
I'm just a head on a skateboard, just pulling myself through the wasteland.
I wish you would.
All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us for a little bit tonight. People only like to stay in your... Yeah, that's kind of the thing is a lot of people... Hey, what's going on, Mario? A lot of people do just stay within their own groups, and it becomes incestuous after a while. I did a dating site once. I think I told that story on this last time. I don't know. For the most part, I don't think... My therapist always like, well, do you want a relationship? I was like, yeah, but I'm a fucking mess. Like, I don't want to drag my shit into someone else's shit and then have more shit.
I think a lot of people don't take enough time to actually just be themselves.
Yeah.
I realized I did that. Like, it wasn't even intentional, but I ended it from like kind of one relationship to the next, and I'd have a little downtime or whatever. But the past couple years of my life have been so refreshing to actually not build something for somebody else, to not be lied to not be strung through, and like, I was kind of like talking to somebody loosely, like, I guess semi-recently. Yeah. And then it's like, when somebody's energy shifts that like, if somebody's a certain way, they don't just stop being that way. Yeah. So he's like, well, I kind of started talking to this girl and I thought that, you should know. Well, no shit.
Oh, yeah, that one.
I'm not stupid. Like... But then it's like, you want to keep me on the back burner for when that dissolves. Like, piss off. No.
Yeah, nobody...
No, I don't need to be treated as optional. I don't want, like, a hardcore boyfriend either, don't get me wrong. But, like, come on. Don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, I was just happy with being, like, someone that people used for sex for years. So I was just fine with that. But then it gets sad and lonely, That's one of the things I do miss is having someone, like... more into I don't mean sexually, but more like more intimacy.
Nice that.
Because I'm a cuddle machine,
Cuddling's great.
Yeah.
I like those other countries, like, well, there's some here in the United States too where you're like a paid cuddler.
Yeah, yep. That's a good way to get murdered in America, though.
Probably.
Yeah.
I would do that, though. There's some like little old people that like, you know what I mean? You get to that point in your life and you have nobody. Like,
that's gonna be me.
That's why I have people on I'm on Cameo, and there's a lot of people that just I honestly like feel bad taking their money because they're paying me to talk to them about a situation or like because they need someone to confide in, and that's like the same thing with these like cuddle services. Like people need love.
I know. Me too. I'm gonna die without love. My cat's gonna eat my eyeballs. Withered. I know. But we were saying about we're past our expiration date. So anything else you want to add before we sign off?
No, because we're gonna sit here and we're gonna keep talking for hours.
All right. Well, we don't want to keep talking for hours. I'm sure Metz and I are going to do that tomorrow and probably go over 3 hours.
You're going to be 6 hours on the interwebs again, right?
Well, no, and then I can't drink this time because last time we had to film the next day, and I wanted to be fucking dead. I was sitting down here in your basement.
You looked rough.
Yeah.
And you never, you were hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was bad.
Hurt.
All right, guys. I'll see you all later. Bye. Tomorrow or later tonight. Mets and I will stream tomorrow night, sometime after, like closer to 10 o'clock, probably. See ya.
Bye.
Oh no. Sign out. There we go.